And we are live, baby.
Here we go.
I did it. Oh, shit. I did it. I did it, Mom. No, look, now I got myself tangled up.
Damn it. It's going to be all right.
All right. We're now live. You know what it is? This is UNRAP, baby. I told y'all we'd be back at it like crack addicts.
I think we are the crack addicts.
And we back. I might have had too much motherfucking coffee. Man, cut the music, man. Fuck it. Let's go. Man, we a little bit late.
Just a little bit.
Just a little late, but just like Jesus, we're always on time.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Well, this is UNRAP. You already know what it is, man. I'm your boy, Heat Detector. And, oh, okay. I was waiting. No, you know what I'm saying? I don't be getting my righteous due.
I was about to say, oh, shit.
All right. I can live with that. I am your host, Heat Detector. And you see my illustrious co-host, the Naj Vino.
I'm here.
In the building. And of course, her shit is always on time. Her shit, the big fanfare, all of that. Okay.
Told you, it's all about me.
And as you know, we have also to our resident hacking ass engineer, the engineer.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That was a 4. That's a DEFCON 4.
Yeah. He got the horns and everything. Yeah, he got it all right there. And I got absolutely nothing. But it's cool. I'm used to it. I'm used to living my life like that right now. But tonight, good night. And you know what I'm gonna say?
I know. Tell us why you excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited as fuck. Because very rarely do we come across these kind of things, man.
Yes.
And that's why I put in the title, you know, who's too old for hip hop? You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of a relevant thing to ask, especially nowadays and how the society we live in nowadays with the internet and everything. There's a lot of people that think that, I don't know, like, my time's up. I can't chase my dreams. I can't do anything. And this, you know, the way that the internet is now, nobody really needs to see your face. If you put out good music, nobody gives a fuck.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's not so much as like it was back in the day where you had to be photogenic, you had to be this, you had to be that. You know what I mean? But nowadays, no one gives a shit. Just put out the fucking music. And then on top of that, we live in there's a whole generation of hip hop heads like myself that really ain't trying to hear none of that shit on the radio. I'm just saying, no disrespect to any of you, you know, young bucks out there doing your thing. It's just not my cup of tea.
I can't even remember the last time I listened to the radio.
I second that.
Yeah, well, I got kids, so they act like they're a fucking whole DJ when they get in the car, and you know.
Yeah.
I can't, but yeah, I just play the angry old man and turn it down. God damn it, I can't understand a word they're saying.
We all got to play our parts.
Yeah, you know, the whole time I'm in the studio making beats and doing shit, and they come down here and look at me like, huh, yeah, well, that's dope, right? You know what I'm saying? See, what are you doing? I need some. You know what I mean? I think the pre-show got you a little on something because today you're acting a little certain kind of way.
What does that mean?
Well, you're not talking like you should be.
Well, tell me
How was your day? How was your day? 'Cause we got to get into the show. You got to get in the show mode.
I mean, my day was cool.
I need the Naj Vino, not Naj Vino. I need the one that has the in the front.
The one that has the in the front.
The one that has the in the front.
Oh boy.
The one that speaks in movies and TV shows.
Oh, that makes you upset.
That doesn't make me anything. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Maybe when our guest comes on, we'll ask him about it. Because I don't know how to speak TV and movie.
That's terrible.
But it is what it is.
No, my day was good. I can't complain. You know.
All right.
You know, I was looking forward to doing this all day. So we here, we live and in color.
Somehow I think you're lying.
Well, damn.
But that's just me.
I feel like you're never satisfied. That's why I say we should go to counseling. You know, because it's.
I am never satisfied. And at the same time too, I don't give a fuck either.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. But hey, check this out. I am excited about this show, and I do give a fuck about this show.
Of course.
Tonight.
Yes.
We have. I believe he's from Atlanta. I don't think he's from Atlanta. His swagger's too much for Atlanta. No disrespect to Atlanta, but his swagger's just a little too much.
He sounds very East Coast to me.
Yeah, well, Atlanta's getting southeast, but his swagger's just a little too much for Atlanta. That's all I got to say about that.
Did he say Atlanta is southeast? Mm-hmm. Well, goddamn.
It is southeast. What are you talking about? Anyways, so this guy came across my timeline, and I was like, oh shit, I fucks with this. I really fucks with this. Now, hopefully I don't fuck this up, because y'all got to bear with us. Brand new streaming service. That's why we were late coming on. I don't know how many times I typed this shit in and hit the fucking go live button and all that shit, kept fucking it all up.
It's got a lot of shiny buttons and bells and whistles.
This shit's like
the new toy.
Like I don't know, like if I'm a toddler, it would be like one of those.
A cell phone.
No, if I was a toddler, it would be like, like in the crib where it's got all that shit just dangling and shit down from there.
Toddlers don't care about that shit. They care about cell phones.
Okay, well, what the fuck, man? Whatever. So anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. How about that? That's what you really wanted to get out of me, is that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I know it better than you. How about that?
I wish my toddler was here. She'll fuck all your
Okay,
shit
anyway.
up.
So tonight we have, if you have not heard of this man, you will be hearing of him. I promise you that. Because I firmly believe that there is a whole generation of elder statesmen in this culture we call hip hop that are waiting for our music to be just like a fucking radio station or something that just plays nothing but real good hip hop.
You should piggyback that. You like put that on your parking lot. Your mental parking lot.
Shit, that parking lot full to the motherfucker. I don't know if I can.
That'd be good for you though. I'm serious.
Yeah, well, we'll see what we can do. But anyways, yeah, that's a great idea. I'll throw that in there and see what I can do. But yeah, tonight, man, we have no other than. Hopefully, I don't fuck this up. You ready? You gonna announce him?
Roll out the red carpet.
Are you gonna announce him?
Nah, I don't do the announcements.
Engineer, are you gonna announce him?
I don't know if that's in the budget.
Is it? That's wild. You gonna announce him? Fuck it, I'll do it. Nah, fuck that. I'll do it. Jesus Christ, this is the crew that I got. Anyways, in the building tonight, live from Atlanta, boy, we got J.SCOTT, the motherfucking illest, boy.
Welcome.
Look at that, I didn't even fuck it up.
Welcome.
I did not fuck it up.
So first and foremost, tell us where you from.
First and foremost, I can't see y'all again.
Hot damn.
Son
Look
of
at
a
that.
bitch.
See? Here I was like, I didn't fuck it up. But now, bam!
All right, there
Look
you
at that.
go.
That boy
Peace.
good.
Peace. What up?
What's good with you, fam?
Heat, what's going on, brother?
Man, I'm excited to have you here and to talk to you about your journey in hip hop. But she had a question for you. I don't want to interrupt her. I told you she got she was in Idol, and now she's ready to go. Go ahead.
Where are you from?
I'm from Linden, New Jersey.
Told you. I didn't say Jersey, but I told you.
Is Linden, New Jersey in Atlanta?
No, it ain't in Atlanta.
Don't start the show with me telling you to shut your ass up, okay?
Okay, well, whatever, dude. Like, whatever. I knew he wasn't from Atlanta.
Yeah,
That's all I know. You know what
we
I'm saying?
represent Linden, New Jersey.
Where is Linden? I used to live in Newark. Where is Linden?
You wasn't too far from us then. Linden is probably about 15 minutes from Newark. 20 minutes from Newark.
North?
Um,
No.
yeah.
Kinda.
We be going back down south 1 and 9 South Parkway south to get to us.
Oh,
But
okay.
not yet. Yeah.
I used to live right by the city subway, right, in Newark. Newark's a real shithole, by the way.
Hey, man.
No disrespect, but Newark is hey, man, unless you live there, don't say nothing, bro.
Brother,
Unless you
I got
live
family-
there.
Hey, how you gonna disrespect that man like
I
that?
ain't
though?
disrespecting. I'm talking to you.
I got family from Newark, man. Newark is up and
All
coming.
right, well,
brother.
no disrespect.
You gotta
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah.
But I'm sure you've been there.
Absolutely. I spent a lot of time in Newark, man. Newark is they've done some awesome development in Newark, man. It don't look like whatever. How long ago was that when you was there?
I ain't gonna say no
192
numbers.
years
I ain't gonna
ago.
say no numbers,
Yeah.
man. I'll be keeping my age on the down low.
After he was
Yeah, so-
emancipated, that's where he
When I was
landed.
emancipated. I was a house nigga. First of all, let's get it clear.
You still had to be emancipated.
Shit.
And they dropped your ass right off in Jersey.
You see what I got to deal with, bro?
Yeah.
But no, I lived in Jersey in the 90s.
All right, so yeah, it looks
It-
all them little
yeah.
raggedy little strip clubs that you remember from back in the day.
Nah, I
none of
didn't
them-
do them. I didn't do them.
Stop lying.
I was in the streets, man. What you mean, bro? I'm certified.
The streets
All,
outside
all
the
them
strip
little,
club.
Yeah.
all
Huh?
them little raggedy spots you remember, they gone now, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Jersey was pretty raggedy, but you know, I also lived in the Bronx. I lived in Queens, Rosedale.
Yeah.
A funny story, bumping into Jam Master Jay at Key Foods, and I didn't know it was him. He was wearing a big ass fur coat, and I was going in, and he was coming out, and we bumped shoulders, and I turned around like nickel, and he turned around like nickel, and then I realized it was Jam Master Jay, and I was like, oh shit, that's Jam Master Jay.
Humbled yourself immediately.
Yeah. Took it down a notch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Troy Smith says yes. Tory Smith, South. I don't know.
That's one of my homies right there. Peace.
Oh, okay.
Peace. What up, brother?
All right. Shout out to J.SCOTT. The Illest album is a classic. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
They coming in off top.
Newark is our New York, man. Manhattan. All right. Is Newark is Jersey's New York? I never heard that one before.
I never heard that either, man. We just know Newark is Brick City, man.
Yeah, Brick City. Yeah. I mean, I repped it when I was there, but you know, I didn't have no choice. I was
They ain't
there.
run you up out of there, did they?
Nah, hell no. I ain't never been ran out of nowhere.
I don't know about that.
Shit, I got receipts. Stop it. I got receipts.
Newark is notoriously known for running niggas up out of there, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm a certified. I ain't even gonna get it. See, she trying to get me started. But
No.
listen, the show is about him.
I would like to know about your introduction to hip hop.
Can you introduce first before you do anything, bro? See,
Right, we ain't even you see. Shut
go
your
ahead,
hole.
go ahead.
First, I'm sorry. Tell the people who you are. You already told us where you from, and then your introduction to hip hop.
Yeah, so again, I'm J.SCOTT, the Illest. I'm from Linden, New Jersey. My introduction to hip hop, as early as I can remember, is hearing white lines on the radio. You know, I'm going back that far. You know, I'm going back, early '80s. Fat Boys, Run DMC. Big fans of those guys. And just immediately just jumped into the culture. Had my little name belt. I was a human beatbox when I was a kid.
Nice.
Crazy influences of hip hop always been there for me. So once I was able to grab onto it, I just never let it go.
That's what's up. I feel the same way. I got tangled up in hip hop at a very, very young age as well, and been doing it ever since. Don't know how to do too much of anything else. So yeah.
Don't want to leave it alone, right?
Yeah, I can't leave it alone. If I left it alone, there'd be some people that would really be fucked up right about now. Because I would lose my shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I understand.
Yeah. So in your journey, man, I have to say, and I'm gonna throw this out there because I actually put it in the title. Who's too old for hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you ever thought like to yourself, in your process of getting into rap, or I don't know, were you into it before as a rapper? Because you sound seasoned as shit.
So most of it for me, like I said, coming in early as a kid, being a human beatbox, but was always around DJs and MCs, was shy growing up though. So, always was concerned about how I might get, judged about actually coming out and rapping versus, beating beatboxing, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of you playing the back a little bit,
Right.
So it was like something I always knew I could do, low key. I would be writing raps and stuff like that, but I would never perform them in front of anybody and stuff like that.
Okay.
And and then as getting older, then you start feeling like, what, I should have, you start seeing people's success from it, and some people are not that good, having success from it. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to think to yourself, what, I should have got into that earlier, but something happened and it struck a nerve in me. I was like, what, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this right now.
And when was
I'm
right
going
now?
back probably let me see, my first album I dropped in 21. Yeah, I was I had started getting into production.
Right.
I was always focused for a long time. I was focusing on producing. That's all I wanted to do was make the beats, and make the music. That's all I was really interested in doing. my influences for that were Dr. Dre, Pete Rock, DJ Premier, Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley.
Yeah, man. Teddy Riley, Quincy Jones, you know, a few other cats too, you know what I'm saying? But definitely was very influential on me. And so, made me want to get into producing and making beats. And so that's what I pursued for a long time. But, there just came a point when I was sending beats to people and I wasn't getting the feedback that I liked. And a very good DJ friend of mine was like, yo, man, you should be rocking on these beats yourself. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, I told him, I was like, nah, man. I was like, ain't nobody trying to hear. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, bro. He's like, yo, people like you, man. You got a voice. You got, you know how to do this, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, maybe the people that you sending your beats to, maybe they don't know how to flow on these beats.
Right.
Maybe they can't hear how to get on these joints, but you're making the beats and you know how this flow is supposed to go and stuff like that. So
Right.
he was like, you should just put it out there. And, I was like, man, it's too late for all of that, bro. He's like, nah, it ain't. He's like, I'm telling you, bro, you need to do it. So he put that battery pack in me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start recording myself. So
that's what's up. I like, look, can we get a round of applause, man? Because I can 100% not only relate, but I commend you, man, because to be honest, I don't know your age.
50.
But you're 50?
Yes.
See, that's even more
beautiful.
commendable, man.
Yeah.
Like to be 50 and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit. That's dope as fuck to me.
Yeah.
And
Appreciate it, bro.
I'm 56 and I still do this shit. I'm working on a bunch of EPs and shit now. I'm doing that and doing the podcasting and everything too. I never and I've always pursued it and I've always done it. And I never thought to myself like I was too old to do anything, especially within hip hop, because like this shit has always been a part of my life. So I don't.
It's in you.
Yeah, it's in me. So like, well, I don't know what people would expect. So like, with yourself, it's like, do people look at you and go, man, come on, bro, put the mic down, bro, and go.
I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure that's happened. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of that is because they don't have anything that they can do.
Right.
So that's where that judgment comes in at. And so it don't bother me because I understand all of that.
Yeah, because I can tell you when I watched your video, like 98 Pun, I was like, oh shit. Now this is what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I tell a buddy of mine, and he's in New York, and I'm working. We put an album out before. We're working on another one. Actually, just dropped an EP, and he's too old, man. And I keep telling him, man, there's a whole lane of elder statesmen and women like ourselves that are dying for some real hip hop, new.
Yeah.
And that's why Griselda was so.
Refreshing
and carved a lane, but that lane has always been there. Just that no one has really taken advantage of it.
Yeah,
correct. Speaking of them, I've had the opportunity to kick it with Wes on a few different occasions, man, and I've seen their live shows. That was something that was also inspiring for me.
Right.
Seeing them dudes perform, and it's like, yo, like they dope, but like nigga, you know how to do the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just about doing it,
That's all it's about.
Just doing it. Stop thinking about it. Just go ahead and do it, especially if you had the tools, and some people that's willing to support you with what you're trying to do,
Yeah, you could. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself because, like right now, like I'm not to get off track, but I saw that you had posted something that something about drinking. It was my father's words or something like that. Or
what was one of my songs? Was you talking about one of my songs?
Yeah.
So it might have been you might have saw alcohol. I did I used this AI app to put together like a reel to back up one of my songs called Alcohol.
Right.
And then you said something about my father, so I'm not sure. You might be talking about this other song that's on the album called SCOTT's song. So I got a song about my dad, but then I also have a song about alcohol. So I don't know which one.
Right. Well, probably the alcohol one because in the what you call it, it said you were celebrating 1 year of not drinking.
That's right.
And that struck a chord with me as well because I don't know, I'm not keeping count of how long I haven't been drinking, but it's around 6.5 months
Yeah.
or something like that. So that I haven't drank.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And the beautiful thing about it, thank you. The beautiful thing about it is that I literally, okay, I literally fell back in love with music. You know what I'm saying? And fell back in love with making beats and doing shit. And because there was although I never stopped, it wasn't, I was just not focused on anything. It was just doing the shit and just kind of like using it as an excuse to get away from everybody. But, but I would still make beats, but maybe one a month, if that. And half of them motherfuckers was trash because I was trashed making them. So, it is what it is. But I found a new love for it and it kind of like been reinvigorated. Have you found that to be likewise with yourself without the alcohol?
I won't say that. I was talking to somebody else, and I would never say that I was an alcoholic because I truly don't believe I was. But I know that was something that I would lean on, at times of, at lower points in my life. You know what I'm saying? It was never a thing of like, I got to go get this and I'm gonna drink it until I'm drunk. It was never a thing like that.
Right.
But I know it was something that was not helpful to me,
Right.
and my health, my mental health, my physical health, it was just something that I was like, all right, you know what, you're gonna have to find a better way to deal with life,
Right.
and so that was that song right there in particular is something that I was able to kind of reflect on, with dealing with alcohol and being around people that drank and stuff like that. That particular song, I wanted to rap it as if I was alcohol. And so if
Right.
you listen to the song, you hear me coming from that point of view, as how I would affect people with being alcohol,
Right.
And so you can't really pull from that standpoint unless you have experienced that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Big
I
facts.
mean, I won't say that the alcohol was affecting my music and stuff like that. But I just understood that I had no more. It had no more place in my life. I needed to just go ahead and get rid of it.
Yeah, man, I can totally respect that shit, and I understand it 100%. Like, I never really felt like that it affected my music, but my most definitely my vision was a little cloudy. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. And
It's like you're expressing your creativity through a different lens.
Yeah, but I get it, man, and congratulations, to you too as well.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
What is your as you're going into this right now at your age? What do you feel like is your biggest stumbling block right now?
Just I can't rule out age. I can't rule out age. Age is what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's benefits from being an older artist because of the content and the creativity that I can, I got 50 years of life to pull from. I got
Right.
experiences and stories and interactions and feelings and all kinds of stuff that I can draw from to create content. And so that's the plus for somebody like myself that's an older artist. A younger artist has the appeal and has that youthful excitement and energy that's attractive, but they might not have that much to draw on. So
Right.
while they don't have what I have, I don't have what they have. So I would say that's probably the one thing. Another thing is the financial side to this music game. You got to have some bread if you want to compete in this game. If you want to play it, you gotta have some money to market and promote yourself. You
True.
know, you see plenty of guys, man, they got dope music, but they're not putting any dollars or anything towards, their own marketing. If you can't spend, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 on an ad, to boost your post to potentially attract, some new fans or some people that'll tap into your music and support you, then what are you doing this for?
Right.
Those are probably two things that I would say that, to answer your question. Age is definitely a factor, and then the financial side of it. But I feel like I'm dope enough to go ahead and crack that age
My
barrier.
man's.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
man's. Yeah.
Actually, I know I am, so it's
Right.
just the consistency of doing it. You know what I mean? I have to continue to put out dope music. I got to continue to put out dope visuals because they've gained, I've gotten the attention of some people, some
Right.
heavy hitters, and so some things are starting to happen, but it's going to take that repetition and that continuation of that, and so the other thing is the financial side, like I said, you gotta be willing to, if you won't, pour into yourself with your own finances, can't expect for somebody else to do it,
Somebody else too. Yeah, that's like one of my things that that I've always done is like, and I tell my son, he's a producer as well, but he ain't trying to listen to me. But you got to be willing to invest in yourself. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? You got to
Yeah.
invest in yourself first before anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because nobody may invest in you. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you got to find, if you really want to do it, you got to find a fucking way.
You
And
have to believe in yourself, man. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect for anybody else to, man.
exactly.
We
And
all hate the way that Instagram and you can't get no traction now. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a time you could post something on IG and everybody and their mother would see it. You would get a whole
right.
bunch of likes and all kinds of stuff like that, and then they stopped it, and they created this platform now. Well, we might show maybe about 3, 4 people, but if you really want if you want some noticeability, about what you're trying to do, you're gonna have to hit that boost. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're gonna have to pay up. Yeah.
Which is, I get it. You look at it from this standpoint, right? If you was an artist and you got signed by a major, they give you that advance or whatever deal you work out, that's still money being put up in your behalf that you're gonna have to pay back at some point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, why not, why not pay your own way? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to owe anybody, everything is on you.
Yeah,
You're
that's the
gonna get
beauty of everything nowadays. The pros and the cons and the shit with the internet and everything is the being able to be independent and being able to do things on your own and not have to worry about anybody. The naysayers too. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be worried about it. And just to say something to you, not to you, but just about age and in hip hop, and I spoke on it earlier, that there's a whole lane, and it just surprises me every day that no one has tapped into this lane of our generation that really wants like a radio station that plays like just dope ass hip hop, like new artists that are, because I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? That you're not exclusive to being 50. I'm not exclusive to being 56 and making music and whatever. That there's other people out there, but it's just really weird to me that no one is taking advantage of that lane.
yeah.
I mean, like, think about it, like for real, like yourself. I see you as an artist, like someone who could really, really make an impact because like it hit me. I don't know how in the hell you came across my timeline.
Yeah.
But you did.
Probably from me boosting that, probably from me boosting it,
Right. And
Yeah.
I'm saying though, but you did. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I can't be the only one that hears it. That's my age. You know what I'm saying? And
It's
goes,
probably
wow.
people that got that idea, but it's just, I think the hardest part is just getting it started.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, getting up and doing it. Because people, we see how, things are now. Like you hot today and literally tomorrow you're not. Any little thing can really change the trajectory of where you're going with whatever it is that you're doing. And I think that's got people scared to even try to put they toe in the water,
Yeah, nobody likes rejection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
especially
do.
most people don't like rejection, and especially as you get older,
Right.
who wants to deal with that? So, people, you play it safe, you play that it's too late game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I almost played myself with. But like I said, I had a good friend that believed in me, and he always believed in me, what I was doing, So
That's what's
once
up.
I got that from him, you know what I'm saying, I just went on and did it, man, and so
So
it ain't
you-
no stop. I can't stop now.
Oh no, hell no.
You mentioned like, potential, like almost playing it safe at one point. What other than your friend being behind you and then the other support that you have, like what was it that really made you feel like, what, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it? Like, what's the point of even trying if I'm just gonna sit here and play it safe?
You know what, sis? We were in quarantine. All right, we was in quarantine, and COVID had hit. We was all in quarantine, y'all included, right? And we didn't know what the hell was going on, right? People was just dying, right? People was dying left and right. You was hearing about people was going to the hospital and the family couldn't be there with them and they was just dying. You know, we was losing friends and family members back and forth. We didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I like to think that that kind of played a part for me. It was like, listen, at this point, I don't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can't go nowhere. We sitting in the house. We stuck. You know, they done shut everything down on us. You know, again, people is leaving here left and right. Well, you know, whatever I feel like I wanted to do, I better go ahead and do it right now because tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. You know, especially with all of that what was going on. So that definitely was something that kind of gave me that that springboard to say, get your ass up and let's go ahead and start recording these songs. You know how to write. You got a decent sounding voice. You know how to record yourself. Let's start doing it.
Yeah.
Not to mention your visuals. Your visuals are very good, man. They're
Thank you,
really good. What are you? Do you come up with the ideas for your visuals as well?
Most of the time, yeah, most of the time. I mean, I'll collaborate with a videographer, or a director, but most of the time, what you're seeing is something that I cooked up in my mind.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that whole 98 pun idea. That was at my man Sky Zoo's restaurant, and he's got a restaurant out here in Douglasville where I'm at. Legendary Sky Zoo, the rapper, man. And so he and I got cool. We're cool. That's like a little bruh. And I told him, I was like, yo, Sky, I want to shoot this video in your restaurant. He's like, all right, let's do it. And I was, and I told him the whole, the plot. Like, listen, bro, the song called 98 Pun. I'm piggybacking off of that classic flow that Pun used to bless us with. I said, but I want to kind of put like a little B story in there. So we're gonna have the bag stashed and. We're gonna make it seem
Right.
like I'm picking up something. I got the bag stashed, but you're not gonna see what it is until the end of the video, and then that's when you see me pull the Big Pun CD out. Just paying my respect to,
That's dope.
to the almighty Big Pun. But yeah, yup. I try to be hands on with that stuff.
That's dope. We are at a certain point in our show. At about a half an hour in,
All
we got
right.
something we call "You Got to Chill." Now,
Oh, we got games, huh? Heat.
yeah,
We got games on the show,
a
bro.
little bit. Now, the "You Got to Chill" is questions.
All
They
right.
ain't got no right answer. You answer them any way and however you see fit. There's no right or wrong.
All right.
It's just all on you. And do not, I repeat, do not let my co-host cohort you into or pushing you into a corner to answer a question her way. Because she tends to
Wait,
do
tell
that a
me
lot.
sis name again. What's
He
your name
is
again?
lying.
The Naj Vino.
I would
Nas
never do
Vino.
that. The only thing I do say is if the question has multiple options and you find all the options sexy, then go with it. Answer all of them.
So let's go with "You Got to Chill."
Let's do it.
Go ahead, Naj Vino. You kick it off.
Okay. What came first, the rapper or the poet?
That's the longest pause we've ever had on that one. Usually they just blurt out an answer. Interesting.
That's that insight.
That is. That's his age right there kicking
That
in.
wisdom.
I'm gonna say
See, he's struggling right now. He's like, I don't want to say it.
I'm gonna say the poet. I'm gonna say
The poet.
What did you start with poetry?
Nah,
Are you an avid reader?
no, I'm not.
So why the poet then? Why? What was the struggle? What was that mental struggle you were going through right there?
Because I wanted to think historically what I knew, and so I think historically I knew about poets. Coming up in elementary school, you hear about those supposed to be classic poets.
Right.
Know,
Shakespeare.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I paused because I wanted to think about that.
Ain't nothing wrong with a pause.
No, that was just the longest pause we ever had.
You want me to just read them all?
Yeah, go ahead, read them all. I'll comment if I could. Is that all right with you?
I mean, it's your platform.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Who's more important, the DJ or the producer?
Be careful. Be careful.
I mean, hell, he's a producer himself.
I know, but he still might fuck this up.
Yeah.
I think they're equally important.
Come on,
I like that answer. I like that
man.
answer.
God, as a producer, I just took your producer card,
No,
man.
I like that.
man.
I like that answer for coming from a producer. Tell us why.
They're equally important because they rely on each other. There's no you could be the dopest producer in the world if the DJ ain't playing your record, then don't nobody know about it, you know. But on the flip side, you know, you could, you know, you have a duty. They both hand in hand. You know, the producer needs the DJ needs the producer. The DJ can't move the crowd. He can't do his part as a DJ if he don't got hot records to play. How you gonna get the
Say
hot
it all the
records if the
time.
producer ain't making hot records?
I say it all the time.
Now, I'm a consider you to be a hip hop historian because you know, like you seen it. So you mentioned that if the DJ ain't playing your record, I mean, what the fuck is the point? But now, because social media and streaming services are so prevalent in our world,
Right.
honestly, what do you think that hip hop would look like at this present time if social media wasn't a thing?
I think I would have to go back to the 90s.
Our camera went out. No, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I would have
get
to
it
take
together.
it back to what we experienced in the 90s, you know, before there was social media. You know, hip hop was still thriving. People were still doing well for themselves. You know, it was still you know, you didn't have to chase a certain look or persona then. You know, you had you know, many different variations of people doing hip hop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Social media created opportunity for people to get more money from this thing of hip hop. You know, social media gave people the opportunity to showcase themselves to the world. So I mean, I don't dislike social media, you know, but I think without it, you know, hip hop would still be thriving. Hip hop would still be dope.
Yeah, and it probably would take some of the pressure off of the new now next. You know, like everybody's trying to keep up with this image. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, it's a lot of funny style shit that's going on. But you know, a lot of the way things are documented now, I think it would be a little bit more authentic in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you were saying. Okay, I ain't mad
So
at
you
We're
you.
gonna
guys-
get our camera back here in just a second. Just hang tight, but we can
All right.
still hear you and everything, so we'll get it together.
Are we still doing You Got to Chill?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't even close.
That was,
to
yeah,
being
that
done.
was that question was related to question number 2. So question number 3,
All right.
rapper or MC?
MC.
all day, baby.
Why?
Yeah. Because you gotta know how to be an MC. You know, being a rapper, that's the job. Right? That's the job that you get in your bag. You know, that's that. You know, to be an MC, that's your development. You know, you have to develop
Whoop.
as an MC first before you can get into becoming the rapper. You know, those are technical things. As an MC, you should know how to do call and response. As an MC, you should know how to hold the microphone. As an MC, you should know how to project your voice if you need to, you know, or if you have a minor tone style, you should know how to perfect that as an MC. As an MC, you should know how to use your words. And so those are all the skills that you will gain while you're being an MC, while you're becoming an MC. Once you've mastered those things, then you go into your rapper persona, who you are as a rapper, and now you can start getting, you know, hopefully you'll start getting money from that. You know, you'll be able to start that's the job. Once you know, are quote unquote a rapper, that's who you are, and that's how you're gonna support yourself, and you know, that's what you do.
I'm back.
I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see us, right?
Yep.
All right. I had to. One camera went out. Had to grab another one. Had to finagle some shit. But we gonna get it together though.
It's all right. It's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4, record sales or touring?
What do you ask me? What's more important?
Yeah. What's more? Which one do you value more?
Which one you prefer?
I think as an indie artist, you're gonna want the benefits of both of those, right?
Oh,
Because you're gonna get money from from your sales of your songs, and you're gonna get money from touring, from your performance and from your merch that you're gonna sell. Um, as a signed artist to a major, it's gonna be more beneficial for you on the touring. But that's also depending on what kind of deal you sign. A label might get you all the way around. An established major label, they might get you get a piece. We're gonna get most of your sales. We give you a little piece of that. We also going to get a piece of that tour that you you know what I'm saying
Right,
that
right,
you want. You know what I'm saying? So as an indie artist, I would say both. I would say both of those are
okay.
right.
yeah.
Tori Smith says, "What does MC mean?" Well, it means move the crowd. That's one. What was the other one? Master of ceremony. McDonald's. I'm just playing.
I'll be damned.
Whatever. Yeah. Go ahead with that next one.
Word of mouth or the internet?
I need both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need both of those.
I feel like you playing the safe route.
I'm not.
I feel like
That's-
you're playing the safe route. You don't want to pick one side or the other. I feel like
Nah,
I think
nah,
the engineer
nah,
agreed
he-
with me.
Nah, I truly feel like that. I truly feel like that. Both of those.
Okay.
Word of mouth is a great thing, right? So before internet, we relied on word of mouth, right?
Right.
And word of mouth has turned people businesses into billion-dollar companies, right? But the internet has taken it to a even bigger space. So you want both of them. While people still are relying on solely on internet, you still want word of mouth.
Right.
I'm not mad at that.
Good
I still
answers
want
though,
you.
man.
I
I
still
gotta
want.
tell you,
I
like,
still want you to speak highly about my brand when you talk to your wife, or what I'm saying, when you talk to the homie. I still want you to, yo, you listen to J.SCOTT new project. You know what I'm saying? I still need that on top of you seeing it come across your IG
Timeline.
reels and stuff like that. You know what I
That's
mean?
that's valuable.
that is valuable. I gotta say, man, we've had some pretty insightful answers before on this show, but the reason why I say I feel like you playing the safe side because, well, we've never heard these answers before, for one. And it does kind of feel like, well, because I think when it comes to questions, sometimes people want either one or the other. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And to not be accustomed to hearing, both, and then giving the answer to why you feel like both. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope, though. I respect it. I'm giving you shit, but I respect it.
And I hate to keep,
Nice.
bringing up your age, but a grown ass man would take his time and be deliberate in his responses and be intentional. So
That's like the old story of the two bulls at the top of the hill. And the young bull says, there's a bunch of cows down there, and the young bull says, hey, let's run down there and fuck one of them cows. And the old bull says, no, how about we walk down there and fuck all of them? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm looking at you and saying that, because I don't, yeah, that's wild. And you were looking me dead in my eyes, too. Like, you need to cut that shit out.
I bring it out of people. I'm
right.
sorry. I apologize. My bad.
She wild, man, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna turn it down.
All right.
But that goes back to what we was talking about earlier. As far as being a more seasoned artist versus being a younger artist. So older me. Like Sis was saying. I think differently. I take my time with certain things. Before I be in a rush to answer the question. And say something. Just to shoot my head off or shoot my mouth
Right.
off. You know what I'm saying? Like now, let's let me think about what I'm being asked, and let's give a legit answer, because this broadcast ain't going nowhere once it's up. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. So whatever I say on here, it needs to be intentional. It needs to be thought about properly.
Yes.
So,
And a lot of people don't
Very
listen.
well said.
A lot of people don't listen to understand. They listen to respond. So that's no, we don't want to do that.
yeah.
Touche.
All right, let's do. Who's better, white rappers or black rappers?
Stop.
Nah. It's a legitimate question. Now, what you mean stop?
Black rappers. Are better than white
Why,
rappers.
bro? Why?
Because they are. They just are.
So so you're saying there are no good white rappers out there?
I will not say that. I will not say that. But black rappers are better than white rappers. I'm standing on that.
Okay, well, I need to know why though. You can't just say, "Oh, they're just better" without.
You can just say that.
Right.
You can.
I can say that.
This is the part where she starts fucking kissing your ass. This is
See?
the ass kissing
I knew you
part.
were gonna do that.
Yeah, because it's true. Like all of a sudden now you done made a new friend. You're gonna agree with every fucking thing that he says. I'm used to it. It's cool.
Always make a new friend.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm a
It's
social
cool.
butterfly.
Let me
I
say
get
this.
it.
Heat, let me say this. Third base,
Okay.
Milk Bone. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He was a
course.
Jersey rapper. Came out in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Of course.
Right. Eminem.
Okay.
Got the boy Jack Harlow.
Come on, man.
R.A. the Rugged Man.
R.A. the Rugged. I'll
the
take
Rugged
R.A. the
Man.
Rugged Man before Jack Harlow any day.
You know, but I'm just not. Listen, don't sleep on the boy though, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, he's you know,
Don't sleep.
there's some creative juice in there.
Um,
All that ass kissing you doing right now is really unfavorable.
what's the white boy from LA did the record with Will Smith a little while ago? He sampled the Will Smith record. He wanted Will, and Will actually ended up getting back on the record with him. But I can't remember his name right now. But it's a bunch of them that we know of, right?
Right.
Okay. Y'all are still not better. You know?
I mean,
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Because there's something. So with our music, with our hip hop music, right? It's African in it,
Yeah.
right?
Without a doubt.
It's rhythms in it. It's vibes in it. It's flows in it.
It's spiritual as well.
Yeah, like it's spirit in it. And so what you can gain access to that, but it ain't in you. That's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen white artists do black music as long as we've been alive, right?
yeah,
True.
Yeah, and I think hip hop is the only art form that we've been able to kind of keep.
That is out. Thank you. That is. I told somebody today. I said, "Yo, this is ours. This is ours,
Excuse me.
and we need to be more responsible with defending it and taking care of it."
Yeah, there's a huge uproar with that right now within the hip hop community, and a lot of the they're talking about appropriation and culture vultures, but I get it. I say a lot of shit and I talk a lot of shit, but I get it 100% because I don't feel like anybody can do this better than any person. Anybody, unless you got some melanin in your skin, I don't think you can do it right. I just don't. I see, and I see a lot of producers online, and they're pretty dope, and the white ones and everything, but it's like, I can practice karate all goddamn day long and have a beautiful kick. But that don't mean that don't mean I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Hey, I'm being dead ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
1,000% I agree with you.
There is something about when I make a track, and there's something about the drums, there's something about how it sounds that it doesn't sound like it was made off of a cookie cutter or anything like that. Or
And it's like personally living the struggle, and coming from it.
Yeah, 100%. And,
In the literal sense.
There's a white boy out of Boston, Millie's.
Millie's,
Yes.
yeah, Millie's is dope.
Yes.
I fucks with Millie's.
Millie's is dope. It's another one. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's an ongoing list that's been being built since day one. But
But I think there's a difference though in some of the white artists also, because using Millie's and Eminem as examples, like their upbringing and the struggle that they came from, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? But it's a cousin, And I think the art form and the dedication and just the vehemence comes out of the shit they put out.
right. That it's a dope thing to be able to pull from pain and poverty
Yeah.
and
Hey, white boys got pain, man, and poverty.
absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
You ain't never heard of white trash?
That's what I'm saying. Like when she mentioned M, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know M had his struggles in Detroit, and you know, he in his version of poverty and stuff like that, you know.
He
But
said his version of poverty.
Because it's not the same, but at the same time,
No,
shit,
I get
broke
it.
is broke.
I'm just talking
But
shit. I
shit,
get it.
Millie's story is unique and shit. It's still part of the struggle. Also, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
like, but it's the difference between the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? The pop star and, you know, all of them. I don't know their life. I don't know their struggle. I don't know where they came from. But like, you got some kids that are doing it because they want to be an entertainer, and you got other kids that are doing it because they need an outlet, and they just
Right.
so happen to stumble upon success and a following. You know what I mean? Like, I think you could tell the difference in that shit as well. And some of them though will even kind of speak to that. Like, I'm a star in hip hop, or I'm a pop star or whatever, but I pull from hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I respect having this platform and where it came from. So, you know, I give them all the love, but you know, culture, if you're a culture vulture, fuck you.
All right, damn. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Is it really possible to have a top 5 rappers list?
I think at any given time, at any given moment, depending on how you feel or depending on who you're talking to, that top 5 can change and can switch up.
Hell yes.
Big facts.
I think everybody agrees on that. Would you say though that maybe you had a top 5 that mirrored different points in your life, like from your adolescent to your teenage years to your young adult to your 30s, you know what I'm saying? Even now, and like your original one though, like let's say when you really had your feet on the ground in hip hop, where you knew this is my role and this is what I value in hip hop. Do you think that shaped how you judge MCs now?
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, you know, when we first started, you know, when the top 5 conversations started happening, you know, they, you know, and being where I'm from, you know, it automatically was, we was throwing Jay in there, we was throwing Nas in there, we was throwing Biggie in there, you know, some people was trying to throw Pac up in there.
Whoa.
You know,
You did not even say Rakim. Oh my God. We're
but
about to end
right,
this interview.
but this is what I'm saying. Like for me, from where we was at, when them conversations started coming up, we wasn't you would somebody would throw in a Rakim or Big Daddy Kane or KRS One, but they always was starting out with Jay, Nas, Biggie, and then somebody would go, I gotta put Kane in there, I gotta put Rakim in there.
Not
But like
me.
I said, depending on who you talking to,
Yeah, that's pretty consistent.
Yeah. Not me.
depending on who you talking to, that could change up at any given moment, you know.
That's true. Torrey Smith says top 5 is based on time. If you was there, you was there. I agree to a degree, but you know, my son has his top 5, but he has like 2 different top 5s. He has that trap shit that he listens to, and then he also, because he grew up listening to real hip hop and real rap music, real MCs, he's got his own list of that as
I
well.
think that's necessary.
Yeah, it is very necessary.
Because I mean, I find value in, now I wasn't always like this. I definitely was. I guess I'd be an angry old woman that was like, get that hippity bippity shit out of here. Like, I wasn't even giving it a chance. But then, like, when I started to, like, here goes social media. When I started to, like, see the like the interviews and hear their stories and find different things about like I guess
when she hit menopause is when it all changed.
When I started to pull from their humanity and you know, understand where they was coming from, like, well, let me go, you know. And I'm glad I did that though, because you know, I found a lot of really, you know, I think they talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you want to say in hip hop, whatever, but I mean, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, people would we would have these conversations about, you know, top 5, and you know, I like having these conversations, because then you gotta break down the why, and you know, why is this person number 1, and how you got this person at number 3, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, people sometimes will put Big at number 1 in their top 5, and I would tell them I can't do that, man, because you know, it's genius and as dope of a MC and rapper.
Doesn't have enough body of work.
Right. That was always my argument, man. People, some people put 3 on, you know, 3 stacks. Some people put 3 stacks in that conversation, and my argument to that is, you have to give me a whole rap album before I can consider you in that conversation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? His you know, that album that him and Big Boy split. You know, he did the Love Below. Love Below was dope, but it was a compilation of different moods, and it was jazz on it, it was hip hop on it, it was R&B on it, it was funk on it. It was, it
Pop
was infused
music
with
on
so many
it,
different things.
everything. Yeah.
You got to give me a whole rap album if we're going to put you in a rap, in the top 5 rapper or top 10 rapper category. You know what I'm saying?
But it's beauty in the layers of that though, because like you said, like it's always gonna be an asterisk, but the conversations to be had around those things is I really like, I value that. Like you could have a 12-hour conversation about something like that, because then the argument would come as far as 3 Stacks is concerned. Well, he ain't really never even gave us a whole album, and he already mentioned in all of these conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you can
Eric Taylor says Busta Rhymes is on everybody's over 50 top 5. Now, see, my man's. I'm gonna have to stop you right there because
That's my man, Big E, right there. Big E, what up, brother?
Hey man, you better tell your man to chill with that one.
Damn, like
Busta Rhymes is a brilliant artist, and he is on a lot of people's top 5, top 10, but it's because he's been able to reinvent himself decade after decade after decade after decade.
I think he was right by saying year after year, because that's kind of where it's going with him.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, my man that's in the chat, Torrey Smith. We was talking earlier, and he was like, "Yo, you heard the new Busta?" I said, "Nah." I said, "I'm about to go listen to it right now." And
was it Luxury Lifestyle or something like that, or Luxury Life or something?
They flipped the I forgot, they flipped the joint that Jay and Foxy did. They flipped the joint Ain't No Nigga,
right?
And like you said, the reinvention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That song was crazy for us how many years ago? Now here come Busta with a current, today's more popular artist, and bring that song back to life, man. It's just that's the genius of Busta Rhymes for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he's relevant not just in people over 50 to uppercut your man's. But yeah, he's definitely in there with, like, there's a lot of youngsters that know him and fuck with him because he just keeps himself relevant. And shit, you know what I'm saying?
And that shit that he did back, like, let's say the early 2000s, was so creative and so timeless that shit is, that shit's still popping at parties now. You know what I'm saying? And the videos ain't going nowhere.
Torrey Smith says, "Yo, Busta's over 50 dope artist." See, is he jabbing at the elder statesman?
No. That's my man. That's what I said.
No, I'm just talking shit, man. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, that's the way. That's my brother that had the conversation about Busta earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we talking about top 5, who's your favorite lyricist?
Black Thought.
Jesus Christ.
What was the Jesus Christ for?
Because that's my favorite lyricist.
You don't even like rap music. You just said you don't like rap music. So Torrey Smith said Janet Jackson.
If we was playing, that's my card right there. I'm throwing Black Thought down.
Yeah, I haven't been able to like narrow down a favorite song. I struggle with that a lot. But as far as he's concerned, and out of Jersey,
shout out Torrey Smith, man. We with you too, bro.
Who are you looking up to out of Jersey, or not even looking up to? Like who?
Redman.
See, yo, come on, bro. Bro. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect Reggie, bro.
I'm not. Yeah, she said who you going with out of Jersey?
Don't say that.
But we're not gonna stop right there.
Yeah, respect Brother Noble. Respect Brother Noble.
Let me run it down for you.
Go ahead.
Redman.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Poor Righteous Teachers. Since you want to talk that shit. Poor Righteous Teachers. Okay?
Come on now.
All right. Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Got you.
Lauryn Hill and the Fugees.
Okay.
Outsiders.
All right.
Milkbone that I named earlier.
Right.
What's my dude name? Lakim Shabbat. We're gonna go the whole flavor unit. We doing
the whole flavor. You gotta go the whole flavor unit.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go Heather B.
Heather B.
Shit.
Okay.
Shout out Heather B.
Yeah. Listen, any rapper out of New Jersey.
No, I just said Reggie because she asked, and I just had to throw that in there because he is one of the greatest out of Jersey. So I just had to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Torrey Smith says Trenton.
Is Bobby Brown from Boston or from Jersey?
Bobby Brown from Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
really from
Shout
Maryland.
out to all Jersey MCs, Jersey rappers.
Yeah,
man.
shout
All
out Jersey, man. I lived in
Yes,
Jersey,
sir.
so
Yes,
you know
sir.
I ain't mad at Jersey.
How many times you gonna tell us you lived in Jersey?
As many times as it takes.
ran he
Damn.
right up out of there.
Right.
Hey, never ran me up out of there.
That's what's
Man,
going
he
on.
right up out of there. He was up in one of
man,
them,
don't say that.
up in one of them old dark strip clubs up in Jersey. They said, "Get your ass out of here."
Over in the corner like Pee Wee Herman.
That's now that's hilarious. Okay. All right.
Shit.
We almost there. All right. West Coast gangster rap or East Coast?
West Coast gangster rap. Come on now.
Come the fuck on.
Wait, listen.
I can't.
Listen.
Keep
I can't. I
keep
can't.
your
I
keep your
can't.
shirt keep your shirt on over there.
All right.
Now
Listen. When you talk about East Coast gangster rap, there's only one person I'm going to name, and that's Cool G Rap.
that's respectable.
He's not
The
the
only
only
person-
one, but that's respectable.
That might be the only one that he.
That's
that he
the only
feels.
person I'm going to, and I, you know, it's crazy because again, I had this conversation with somebody today, and they was telling me, you know, this brother was 33, and he was like, yo, I never really got into that whole West Coast thing, West Coast rap. I said, well, you got to understand, brother. You know, I was like, the only gangster rap that we really had before they showed up was G-Rap. G-Rap was the only rapper that really was talking that talk like that, bro.
Schoolie D?
More than G-Rap? Come on, man. No,
I
sir.
kind of was scared that Cool G Rap might stab me though. Like at first, like he
He
made a motherfucker kind
yeah.
of nervous, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Then I circled back, you know.
you know what I'm saying?
Just Ice?
G-Rap. Oh, and excuse
Just
me.
Ice? Oh, look, my man said it at the same time. Look at that.
And
Just
excuse me.
Ice?
Excuse me. One of my now mentors, Freddie Fox.
Freddie Fox and Bumpy Knuckles. I was just gonna say.
Was talking that talk. So we had them,
KRS?
but it didn't become.
Hilltop Hustlers, Steady Beat and Hilltop Hustlers. Come on now.
Come on, them niggas was dumb.
They was dumb, robbing banks and shit. Yeah, they stupid.
It didn't get to what it got to until we got that West Coast side of it.
Well, here's what I say about that.
God.
I only say that because I lived out there and I know how that shit is, man. You've got to respect the facts, and the facts are that NWA was a package. It was a packaged thing that was shoved down people's throat. That to say this is what gangsterism is. That's why their clothes were generic. They were you'd never seen them sporting any real colors, any real anything, and they were just talking shit. That's it. That's not West Coast gangsters. Because if you go to the West Coast, you see a completely different fucking thing.
I mean, we get that, but
Right.
at the core of the question, the image is burned into a motherfucker's.
Yeah, you were
brain.
sold it. You were sold it.
I don't give a fuck if it was sold, given to me for free, whatever. The point is when you say gangster rap, that's what a motherfucker sees.
I'm done.
And
I'm gonna go.
and as far as how it sounded and how it looked, I mean, you know, we had NWA, we had Dre, we had Ice Cube, we had DJ Quick, we had Short Dog, all them niggas.
Spice One.
Ice-T, Spice One.
Spice One is
Ice-T,
foundational in hip hop
Ice-T.
for me.
All them niggas dressed the
By the
same
way,
to me.
Ice-T
They all
is from
talk
Jersey, by the way.
Hashtag Ice T vibes.
No doubt.
Ice-T is from Jersey.
Absolutely.
A lot of people
Westfield,
don't
New
know
Jersey.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm an Ice T historian.
I know. Yeah, she tells me I give off Ice-T vibes all the time. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I've read his books. I've done it all.
Speaking of West Coast hip hop, though, that the Chronic is what made me want to start producing beats. The Chronic album made me. The Chronic album is the album that made me say, you know what, I want to make beats.
I love that.
Yeah,
Now,
'cause
I know you can't like really. I mean, well, you could if you wanted to. I mean, like, if you can articulate what exactly though about it.
because Dre did something with hip hop that I hadn't heard before. Dre was putting live instruments on top of, you know, samples, and you heard live bass being played, you know, on his instruments. You know, it was a more filling sound than what we had been being used to. You know,
Right.
Yeah, it was the
like, damn.
musicality of it all. Yeah.
You know, it's like, damn, I want to make music that make me and people feel like that. You know, like Dre
Right.
made music that had a feeling to it, like, you know, not that none of the hip hop that we had before that didn't have it, but it was just a different feel. And like I said, you know, I would hear these different things going on in his mixes. You know, different little instruments and stuff like that would be panning in my right ear, my left ear, and I'm like, damn, that's my okay, so that he got somebody to play like live drums on. Those are real drums. That ain't no drum sample. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so in my production, I try to recreate my version of that. Not all the time, but
Yeah.
sometimes. That the influence is definitely there.
I get it.
Yeah.
She don't get it, but I get it. So, that's pretty much that's all that's
That's
important here.
that's because you're a producer. That's why
Yes,
she don't get
sir.
it, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Oh, no. There's more to it than that, but we ain't got enough time.
I'm not gonna let you pull me out my body.
Okay.
No.
All right. Shout out Tory Smith, man. He's in the comments heavy, man. Sorry we can't get to every comment because this conversation is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. Okay, so this next one is options.
Okay.
And I'm saying this because I feel like you got experience with all of these. So if you feel it necessary to go through each one and say why it is important to you or whatever, it's your world.
All right.
CDs, tapes, vinyl, or streaming.
You ain't gonna like me, bruh.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Let me hear it.
It's all important. It's all
Good.
important. All
Yeah.
right. The streaming is important because that's how people are receiving majority of their music now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you want those streams, okay? If you're big enough, them streams is gonna add up, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, you want the vinyl because vinyl is resurged. Vinyl is super popular right now. People are buying vinyl, so you want to be able to give your fans that option for vinyl, CDs, and cassettes. Like when you start doing live shows, and I've seen it, and I haven't set up a table for myself yet because I'm working on putting together a show. But I've been to these showcases with friends of mine that are artists, and I see what happens when they come off the stage after the show and they got their merch table set up, and they got vinyl and they got CDs and they got cassettes and they got T-shirts. People, they buy the table out. So all of
Yeah.
that stuff is important right along with the streams. You want all of that.
Yeah. We get that answer kind of in that that response, but a lot of times they miss out on a lot of the points that you pointed out. But a lot of times it's the same, you know what I mean? That we have had some that just say streaming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And which is pretty fucking dumb, but that's just my opinion. I'm just an old angry, I'm the mad rapper because I used to rap too. So
Tell me why you mad,
Yeah.
son. Tell me why you mad.
Shit, I ain't mad, man. I'm frustrated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. I'm
There
frustrated.
is a difference, goddamn.
There is a difference.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Is it? How do you say his name? Kais, of course.
Yeah, Kais, of course.
He says these some tough ass questions. That's the first time somebody said they're a tough
is.
question.
And shout out to Tory
my
Smith. I
man Kais.
appreciate it.
Kais is a dope artist, man. Me and Kais gonna put something together soon, man. Peace,
That's
brother.
what's up, man. That's what's up. When I put these questions together, everybody said these are believe it or not, people said these are some dumbass questions. I can't believe you're gonna do a whole part of your show with these stupid fucking questions. And I go, no. They're not stupid. They're not stupid at all.
But a person that doesn't really necessarily appreciate hip hop in that way,
Right.
I can see that. But I feel like each one of these questions is thought provoking as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
Absolutely, they all open up conversation.
Love it.
Yeah.
We want to
Like
have good conversations.
if we had a different set and we had a conversation pit, we need to put that on the parking lot.
Shit. Okay.
Because I'm saying when we get like a permanent home, we need to
See,
have
this is part of the problem. See, when you start sparking her to get ideas and
I'm
shit.
just saying we need a conversation
and we
pit.
don't need that.
That shit is dope.
Before you know it, it'll be an all-female panel talking about motherfucking vaginas and all kinds of shit.
I mean,
hysterectomies and shit.
That ain't
Come on,
really,
man.
That ain't my thing. I don't know where the fuck that came from. That was weird. That was funny
shit.
style as fuck. Okay, you do. I don't do question 10 no more. Fuck that. You do it.
No. She got to do question 10. So the reason why she don't want to do question 10, because I got to say this, because she fucked question 10 all the way the fuck up.
I was
and
accidentally
disrespected-
racist. I was
and
accidentally racist.
Ain't no accidentally
to
to
a
that shit.
Caucasian person, and I'm very sorry.
No, she was not only racist to him, but it was a kick in the nuts to every person of color on this fucking planet.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's the question. The question is, who gets the home first? you or your mom's, right? So
Right.
we're interviewing a white producer. And out of nowhere, she goes, who gets to home first, you or your parents? And that shit did not fly over my head. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So he has parents? And ain't nobody else, everybody else just got their mama?
But I'm not gonna let you.
fuck?
But I'm not gonna let you sit here and talk about me.
That's why she didn't want to ask
no,
the goddamn
but
question.
I checked myself immediately because,
Nah,
because
she didn't check herself until I checked her.
go back and check the footage.
Come
it was
on,
at the same
man.
time.
Get the
'Cause
fuck
as soon
out. I
as
couldn't believe it.
As soon as the S and parents came out, the first thing I thought was, did I just say fuck parents?
Yeah.
Like there was there was no way
he's
this white
white,
man
so
did
of
not
course
have
he
both
has
his
his
parents,
parents.
as far as I was concerned.
Well, of course, I can't ask him if his mom gets a house because, of course, he has both of his parents and he's probably living in his parents' house.
That was very prejudiced of you
I'm sorry.
for you to go there.
I'm working on myself.
No doubt.
Shit.
No doubt.
I am.
I can't tell.
I haven't been
This
racist
shit
since.
crazy.
I haven't been racist since.
So who gets the house first, you or your mom?
Upon my success as an artist,
Yes, sir.
I get the house and I move my mother.
Thank
in.
you. That's been my answer since day one.
Live your life.
Because I ain't trying to go over her house every day and fix something, God damn it.
No. I get the house and then you come on with me and then I take on all the responsibility.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
See, Ma, I wasn't wrong. I'm not looking at you like you're my mom or anything. I'm talking to my mother. Rest in peace. Can't stand you right now.
You can't stand me?
Yeah.
Oh, you know I don't get no fuck.
Okay.
Okay,
It is
engineer.
what it is.
Let's go.
Bonus question.
Let's go.
What would you rather have, skill or fame?
Say it one more time.
Which one would you rather have, skill or fame?
Oh man, give me the skill. I want the skill.
There you go. That took too long to answer. I don't know if we can trust your answer on that one.
Well, damn.
Listen, I've been taking my time answering everything.
I know, but you thought about the fame for a second. You know what I mean? You can get the fame if you got skill.
Well, nah,
And fame is temporary.
that ain't necessarily true. I know a lot of skill artists such as yourself that you know.
Whoa. How do you know I ain't been famous?
Hey,
Come on now. How you know I ain't been a...
you in the basement right now with me.
Hey,
Nah,
shit.
You in this motherfucker with me.
What I'm saying is, I know you know some skilled artists,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
right? And they've reached zero level of fame.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them don't have good work ethic, or they don't do the very things we were talking about earlier, investing in self. What I've found is that like a lot of really skilled artists, they feel like they don't have to do no work. And they feel like they're low key entitled, especially a lot of the young ones nowadays. They feel like they can just come in, spit a joint, drop some bars and be like, I'm done. I'm like, dude, your breathing is off, your cadence is off. You know what I mean? Like they feel like that. Oh, well, this is the one. Tomorrow, like they're gonna wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden be on Good Morning America or some shit. And it's like the shit don't work out like that. The shit,
Don't.
And they probably should appreciate that, because if they did wake up tomorrow and be on Good Morning America, it'd be a shit show, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Tory Smith says fame come with the skill.
Yeah, skill, man. Look at how much music Mike put out before he made it to Thriller. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Don't start talking about Michael Jackson, because we have issue with the whole Michael Jackson stuff, because there's somebody at this table that still drinks Jesus juice, and I ain't gonna say no names.
I don't know what that means.
Whatever.
We don't talk in circles here. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What, I still drink Jesus juice? What the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
you know. I'm not trying to go there. We got questions. We got shit to do. Stay focused. We have an artist.
Let's go.
Check this out.
She's gonna deal with your ass later, though. She gonna deal with your ass.
What is happening?
Nothing. He made Thriller. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
He made Thriller.
All right.
We know you think he's guilty, but he didn't do it. He made
Who are you
Thriller.
talking about? No. See,
Don't go there. Don't go there. I gotta. We got questions.
No, we could talk about it. It's all black music. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Mike got a footprint on hip hop. You know, it's not about whether or not I think he's guilty. I just don't. I'm just trying to figure out if he was accused of such a huge thing, right? Mm-hmm. You know, kind of like our other guy who's incarcerated.
Who's that?
Kels.
Kelly.
Like, they both have such a chokehold on black music. Like, why is it that it's okay for him to be played at the barbecue or the picnic, and some motherfuckers be like, no, let's not do that.
Because R. Kelly peed on somebody. That's outright disrespectful.
But she kind of liked it though.
Come on. See?
I don't understand. Because I mean, there's
not saying no.
There's 52 other females that were like, oh no, I didn't want to be tied up in the basement. I didn't like it. But that one example that is like leading the charge, she was, give me more piss. I mean, she fucking shimmied under the piss. Like,
Can I say something real quick?
I mean, what the fuck?
Hey, everybody out there, this show is for entertainment purposes only.
And then on top of that, she
personally-
wouldn't even, she had to be subpoenaed to come forward. We still don't know her name. So I'm tired of this piss. You know what I'm saying? Let the piss die.
I thought the pee and poop buckets was in the corners of the room was a bit much. I thought that was a bit much.
that was.
Wait, there was a poop bucket?
All the other 68 of them that said no, according to them, after the fact, that was in the studio. They swear to God they was in this ginormous studio and they had their rooms and they couldn't leave without his permission, and that is including going to the bathroom.
All right.
So whatever. And I'm not saying he's guilty or he's not. All I'm saying is,
All right.
if we've been accused of heinous crimes and been tried and all kind of shit, there's been all kind of out of court settlements and NDAs and woo wop bam. I'm just saying.
All right.
That's an interesting point.
Okay. Well, shit.
That's all I'm saying. I wanted to let's two-step at the parties equally. That's all I'm saying. Don't stop till you get enough and bump
Step
and
in the name
grind
of
or step in the name of love. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Step in the name of love.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, because the memories aren't gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, every time I hear Kels, I don't think about, oh, he really did piss on her.
All right, can we move forward?
I just think about the song.
We got one last question. I want you to follow me with this one, okay?
Oh shit.
All right, let's do it.
Follow me. Just work with me on it, okay? We're gonna role play right quick. And shout out Torrey Smith. He said easy on Kels too. See, people love Kels. I don't know what that is, but how you doing there, Mr. J.SCOTT? How you doing there, sir?
I'm well, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing just great. My name is Victor Vag from Grab a Handful of Bush Records.
Victor Vag.
And I've got $10 million here, bro. I'd like to sign you to my label. Only one thing is, here's the catch. I need you to wear this pink cowboy hat, this pink jacket with rhinestones, these pink cowboy boots, and some shiny pink pants. 10 million. 10 million, sir.
Yeah, no, I can't do that, brother.
Come on, man. Get on board, man. This is life-changing money. 10 million.
Right.
Here's the bag.
I'll make it. I'll still make it.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
10 million. This could change your life right now.
I'm sure it could, but it's gonna change my life in some ways I'm not interested in. So
Man.
I'm gonna go ahead and continue to work hard.
I will be leaving, and we will not come back with this bag, sir. Are you sure?
God bless you, Mr. Vag.
All right, you and the Bush.
Hey, give me a round of applause for that, man. Hey, shout out to J.SCOTT, man. He is the illest.
Yes.
He's the illest. He turned down that 10 mil like it was none. He thought about every other dumbass question, but he didn't take no time on that one.
He probably was terrified.
What Martin used to say, before I sell out, I gets the hell out.
Are we talking movies and TV?
Hey, is that not the universe? So funny. Right before you called in, we was having this conversation because Heat does not speak in movies or TV shows like every other black person in history has ever done.
Well, I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican. Well, I don't know what you want out of me.
It doesn't matter. He will not understand any reference. You can try anything. He's not gonna. It's gonna. I'm talking about fly right the fuck over his head.
It doesn't necessarily fly over my head. I just don't understand the reference.
Nigga, please. So he was saying, well, how can I start? I said, watch Martin, and he cussed me out.
Nah, Martin is the dumbest. That is the dumbest show ever put out on TV. I watch that shit and I don't see anything funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
All right.
It's so silly.
You just made my eye itch.
See, you come from that, watching Dean Martin and Lil Rascals and shit like that. You think that's funny, don't you?
Actually, when he was popping, there was no entertainment because, as I said, he was emancipated and taken to Jersey. So I don't know.
Wow.
I think that's where it comes from.
For your information, For your information, you know what I'm saying. I can't even say that because I did watch Little Rascals like a motherfucker.
and that in itself is. If you tell me you watch Little House on the Prairie, I'm gonna sleep my wrist right now.
Well, listen.
Nah,
First of all,
but look how he is laughing at. He's just laughing at the idea.
The idea of it, like,
yeah,
it was so
come
funny
on,
to him.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's ridiculous as fuck.
What in the
Because
hell?
as you guys said that, I'm like, God damn, I was forced to watch all that shit. That's why I don't understand it. Because I'm over here watching Little House on the motherfucking Prairie in a foster home, not knowing what the fuck was going on. All these fucking kids that don't look like me. With
the blind girl and shit. That shit
that
depressing
shit
as
wild.
hell,
Now
man.
that I'm thinking about it, man, they fucked my life up,
It
son.
did.
They
It
fucked
did.
my life up.
It did, son. It did.
The fuck
It's
out of
alright.
here.
You off the block though. You off the block. Don't worry about it.
The blackest shit I ever watched was like Different Strokes.
Oh no, that was black adjacent.
I don't, man, I'm just saying, like,
Shout out to Kat.
we didn't. Now that I think of it, we never. That shit was never. That never got it. And when I got older and I had my own crib, I just was like, but this ain't Little House on the Prairie. No, I'm just fucking around. But I just didn't find that shit. I don't know.
You are stupid.
Whatever, man. But I was still in hip hop, so there's that part.
You found your way here. That's all that matters.
Found my way. I've been doing it since I was 16. What are you talking about?
Oh, well,
Don't get me started.
Here we go. Okay.
Shit.
You been watching Little Rascals since you was 16?
No, man. I don't watch that shit. I don't fuck around. And now I'm gonna have to go back and edit this video because I just remember my man says, once this shit gonna be out there forever. And then motherfuckers might start calling me Little Rascal.
He said you watched Little Rascals since you was 16.
This shit too wild, man. I can't live like this, bro. I can't live like this, man.
Oh God, that is hilarious.
Is it? Because I feel triggered right now.
I'm so sorry.
You know what I'm
We're
saying?
in the trust tree. My bad.
Trust tree my motherfucking ass.
Listen, Heat, if you was a Little Rascals fan, he was a Little Rascals fan.
Nah, I wasn't fucking with them, man, like that. I'm telling you, I was forced to watch shit, Dukes of Hazzard and shit. Like, what the fuck I know about that shit?
Just shut the fuck.
Nah.
No,
Nah,
it's gonna get worse.
You know what? It wasn't that you was forced to watch it. You gotta realize there wasn't a whole bunch of options back then, bro.
No.
Don't try to come to my rescue now, bro. Come on now. Where was you at when Little Rascals was brought up?
I'm saying
What I'm saying.
when you was a kid during the Harlem Renaissance, it wasn't a lot
The
of options.
Harlem
and shit.
Renaissance,
So,
man.
you know,
Did you used to watch MASH?
God
Hey,
damn. Why are you doing this to me?
hey, I hate that fucking show.
How about
so
this?
much.
I'm going to set the record straight. Let's
That
get
shit
clean
is
right
awful.
here. Okay?
That shit is
I
awful.
wasn't in charge of the TV. How about that?
I mean,
I wasn't in charge of the TV.
Clearly, he was not in charge of the team.
Yeah, I was not in charge of the TV.
no.
Okay?
So
Shit.
he was. So he. Wait a minute. So you was watching Little Rascals. You was watching Different Strokes.
I never said any of those things, sir.
You said you was watching Different Strokes, bro.
Come on, bro. I don't remember. I don't recall saying such things.
You was watching.
Yeah, okay. Get to your point. Come on.
You watched Different Strokes all the way up to when they brought Kathy into it, the girl in the wheelchair.
I don't know who that is. Nah.
Oh yeah, she was in a wheelchair.
Nah.
Remember that?
See, y'all know more about that shit than I do. My brain worked different. I was thinking about because I used to draw a lot and everything, and so I was drawing and painting and writing stories and shit like that. TV was just there. I used to watch the shit out of Speed Racer though.
Yeah, that was like when color was introduced. So, okay.
Wow.
We got a lot in common, bro. I do some painting, some drawing as well, brother.
Yeah. So like my brain, like Christmases and birthdays, I would get nothing but sketchbooks and pencils and shit like that.
Word.
So that was my thing. The TV would be on, but I would not be tuned in. I'd be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? In my own little world or doing whatever. But those shows were on. No.
Man, when I heard that shit, the depression immediately.
I was to bed when it came on. When you heard that, it was time to go to bed.
And that's I used to just be devastated.
No,
Like,
we'd be in the kitchen doing dishes, and that was like the cue to hurry up, try to stagnate on the dishes so you stay up a little bit later. You know what I'm saying?
that shit has all like negative memory. Like when I got a little bit older, my dad was watching that shit, and I was sitting there with him watching it, and I laughed at something, and I immediately got pissed off. Like, fuck, I ain't laughing at that bullshit. I hate that show. So yeah, I ain't letting that shit in. Nope.
Oh wow. Mecca Scott said I knew you was gonna say Kathy. Who the fuck is Kathy?
She came in Different Strokes. She was in a wheelchair and shit.
Nah.
That's my wife. That's my wife right there that just said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello.
Shout out to Miss Scott in the building.
Mrs.
She the
Illest,
illest.
what up, baby?
She's
Love
the
you.
real illest one.
Absolutely. Love you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And there wasn't that much variety in TV back in the day. So, it was a strange time.
Well, there kind of was, but it was all the same color. So
Well,
a lot of different
what we
ways.
really don't need right now is you to keep bringing that type of shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because
You know
again,
what-
I
you
was
know
not
what-
in charge of that.
You know what? You know what was dope about that time though? We all got them theme songs stuck in our
Yeah.
head. The theme music that like that. Those the intro music to all them shows. We got all of that. Like,
I actually made a beat that was so dope off the theme of MASH, and that shit came out crazy. That was when I was really on my Dilla shit, being
I would
on
love
some
to hear
real
that, bro.
Dilla shit.
I would
Yeah.
love to hear
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm gonna make that happen, man. Because I'm gonna chop it up with you after this shit, anyways.
I bet you could make some
But,
crazy shit to the Reading Rainbow theme song.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking. I don't even know what that means.
That wasn't even no shade. I'm dead ass serious.
You gotta watch her. She be sneaking that shit in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because actually, since we're bringing up shit, I had kind of let this shit go. But since you want to sit over here and crack motherfucking jokes and shit,
I'm trying to be sincere, man. Like,
yeah. So we were having a conversation about the greatest production team
Oh my
and
God.
shit, and Miss fucking Facts of Knowledge over here, not Facts of
Lies.
Life, Facts of Knowledge over here,
Untruths.
says that Beats by the Pound
Truth
is her
adjacent.
top one, top two production team of all time, and I almost lost my shit. By the way, out of all the interviews that we've done, I have been right 177 times. No one gives a fuck about Beats by the Pound. Thank you.
so if I may interject,
Okay.
clearly someone gives a fuck about Beats by the Pound, and their name may or not start with Heat.
Okay.
And end with
Well, here's the
Detective.
thing. I
'Cause
haven't
you keep
said it-
bringing
I-
that shit up.
I don't know if you've noticed,
Oh,
but
I
I haven't
noticed.
said shit
I noticed.
in at
I
least
noticed.
4 or 5 shows.
Because I be here with you. I noticed.
Okay, so
okay. All I'm
let's
trying
be
to say
clear.
is that's not what I said. It's out there for people to see if you want to go back and watch it. Their contribution to hip hop is what it is.
Contribution?
If you bring up that dry ass shit about Universal,
Universal
go
contributed to
Chris
hip hop.
Brown in this motherfucker.
They gave Percy Miller, was it like $15-20 million? That's why you heard Beats by the Pound, not because they were great, because Universal wanted their motherfucking money back. End of discussion.
We back on Lonely Island.
Woo.
We back on Lonely Island over
I
there
had to get that out.
with them dry ass.
Had to get that out. Tired of this shit.
Them fun
Tired
facts.
of this shit.
How you bring up some shit and then upset yourself because it was brought up?
No, because I'm sitting over here listening to your ass, and I can't stand
That's
it.
that
You're
dementia
talking-
kicking in
you
because you
motherfuckers
still
talking
around
about
here
this little
appreciating
rascal
hip hop.
shit.
Your ass been alive since 1912. You,
All right,
you need
can
to
we
give
get
it a
on
rest.
with it?
I'm just saying.
Because I'm just going to chalk that up to 178.
Oh my god.
Because my man's just by not saying anything, he's agreeing with me.
Fine. Yay, you're the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Glenn says Beverly Hillbillies theme song, but y'all was lost in space in a dream of Genie. I Dream of Genie and Be
all
Rich
of
were
them.
right.
We know all of the theme songs. We know all of that.
Oh yeah.
Beverly Hillbillies is my shit.
By the way, I used to watch them shows too, but not by choice. I used to dream of having a genie.
Theme song from Taxi.
Taxi.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
That's in our DNA, man.
Growing
Yeah.
pains.
Theme
Yes.
song from Night Court.
Oh, Night Court's my shit.
You know what I'm saying? That the way the bass came in, like we know that.
This is the shit I don't like. Because the Little Rascals get brought up and I get hammered. I get made fun of, and you over here talking about Night fucking Court?
There's so much
And
to unpack.
dancing to
There's
Night
so
Court?
much to unpack about that. We won't even go there. You know? I'm pretty sure you'll be triggered. It'll be a whole thing. Let's just leave it alone.
I'm
So
178.
if we can get back
Victory.
to the hip hop discussion at hand.
Yeah, Sesame Street 12. I don't even know what that means, Eric Taylor.
Right.
Sesame
So
Street
no.
is the
The
shit.
reason he's saying that is because I
18.
sampled that for one of my songs on my album. It's called 12 Ways to Love You, and I sampled that. That's why he's saying that.
Oh, all right. Dope.
Oh, and you know what? Since we talking about old ass shows, did y'all know that the electric company gave us Luther Vandross?
I did know that.
God bless.
And Morgan Freeman.
What? God damn it.
I didn't know who those people
You
were.
know that? Because when your ass was getting emancipated, you was forgetting about shit. I know.
You see this shit? Do you hear this shit?
know.
Do you hear this shit?
I feel your pain. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have any pain.
'Cause you old.
I'm impervious to
and
pain.
you need to just work that
Okay.
shit out. Okay. What sharp is your sword? Like, how do you keep it sharp?
Um, I write often. Yeah, I write often. Like I'm in the studio most of the time. Like so, I'm a barber. Also, I have a shop. So when I'm not in my shop working, I'm in the studio, which is where I'm at right now. And like I said, I write often. I stay listening to music. That helps me keep sharp. Helps me stay sharp. So yeah, those things right there. Just
Yeah,
just doing it. Just staying in the rhythm of doing it.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what's up. That's what you have to do. You have to stay in the rhythm of doing it, and you have to always feel, not feel, but be able to learn. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people they feel like at some point they feel like there's nothing else for them to learn. You can't. I know how to do everything type shit, and once you do that, you're done.
Yeah,
Once you do that shit, you're done.
yeah.
So like I research and do shit, especially about making beats, because I don't like to say that I'm a beat maker because I'm a producer. It's a big difference. So let's
It
be
is a
clear
big
on that.
difference.
Yeah,
It is.
and
I
but I
heard.
still go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say you talking about learning. I was going to say I think I heard Fonte say you're only as old as your ability to learn,
Right.
and
Yeah. Big facts.
I believe that.
Because I watch a lot of
Once you stop,
tutorials.
that's it.
I even listen when I listen. As a producer, when I listen to music, I listen to it very intently and purposely. So I listen to a lot of the nuances and shit. You got some really good music, man. Really, really, really well put together, man. I give you that. You
Thank
know
you,
what I'm
brother.
saying?
Thank you.
I might have to beat battle you though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Put
yeah,
you in
we do
line a
that.
little bit. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm just fucking with you.
This question is for both of y'all. From from a producer standpoint, would you say that? Not even would you say. Give me someone that is new. So from this present generation that's inspired you.
Don't, don't listen. Don't laugh. Young Thug.
I respect that.
Yeah, I got a 23-year-old and a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old. So they always introducing somebody to me, but Thug has definitely been an inspiration for me. Just living down here. I moved here in '05, and I'd say around '05 is when early 2000s, right? That's when we started hearing the change of hip hop.
Yeah.
And the influence of the South started getting heavy, and now that is the sound. That is that's the mainstream sound. But I heard it happening early, and so I was able to get into Jeezy when my people's up top could care less about him. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
was able to get into Ti, so I was able to get into the more southern rappers and get into they flow patterns and the way that they don't put no s's on their words and stuff. You know how they don't finish some of their words the way that they talk.
Right.
But then have my sons growing up and then them introducing me to people. I never forget. I think it was 2015 when my oldest son was like, "Dad, you gotta listen to Young Thug." I'm like, "Who?" You know what I'm saying? Young Thug, Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? And he started playing joints for me. I'm like, all right. I'm like, he sound weird, but I'm like, he got flow to him. He's melodic with what he's
Yeah.
doing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And then the beats was always dope to me. I always thought
Right.
they beats
Yeah.
was super duper dope. You know what I'm saying? So Thug's been an inspiration for me. I got a record on my album called They Don't Know. And it's a trap record, you know what I'm saying? Which I wanted to do to show, different things. I wanted to show that older artists like myself could get on a trap beat and I could still be myself and I don't have to try to sound like the younger guys that's doing music like that.
Yeah.
But all of that, me doing it was an influence of listening to records from Young Thug and listening to Future. So yeah, those are two guys I can say that, have been an influence on me and how I listen to, music and stuff like
I
that.
like your perspective on that because when now we don't really necessarily have CDs where we can look at the album inserts and you kind of have to go looking for the information a little bit, but
Yeah.
all of the people that you brought up are some of the people that were kind of influential in me stepping back and saying I'm not gonna be such a prude and I'm gonna give it a chance because Future has Dungeon Family ties. T.I. used DJ Toomp a lot, and so did
Yeah.
Jeezy, and like Toomp is like super super influential in that wave, the turn of things. And
Yeah.
I like that. I like it when you got people who reach back, but not only that though, like they actually do the knowledge on these young people and what they doing. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah,
think
I like Migos too. They've also somebody that I've been able to, hear them at the beginning of their career, you know what I'm saying, and and up to this point, you know what I'm saying, and hear progression in their music from when they first came out, you know what I'm saying, to where they're at now, which is
Absolutely. Two chains as well. Two
well,
chains as
yeah,
well.
Titty Boy.
you got them guys, they came out as mumble rappers and everybody judged them and they doing this mumble music. If you listen to them now, and it's not so much of that, you know what I'm saying? They got stuff to talk about now. They got experiences to draw
Well,
from it.
there's something to be said about, and I don't remember where I read it, excuse me, but there's something to be said about mumble rap, and because we did have DOS effects, and
I knew you was gonna say that,
if you're
yeah.
gonna say something about mumble rap, because none of those rhymes made any goddamn sense.
But it wasn't
It
mumble
wasn't
rap.
mumbling, but it didn't make no fucking sense.
The few
It- it was-
Snickens.
but you know what? There was a lot of rap like that. If you're gonna go in that era,
Yeah, but
so the way I was taught, you know, you got your songs where when you're a sniper, right? And you got one target, you know what I'm saying, and you stay on that direction the whole duration of the record. And then you got records that are like a DOS effects, and you doing a drive by, you know what I'm saying?
right.
You kind of all over the place with it, but it's flowing and it's a rhythm to it. So but that still that wasn't no way, shape, form, or fashion mumble rap. You know what I'm saying? What those
Right.
guys started doing to make us say mumble rap, they was doing that. They was
Yeah.
halfway saying their words. They was nothing was written down. A lot of that was off the top of the head, how they felt.
Right.
My engineer that I work with, we have talks. He like, yo, these, I'm like, I said, walk me through one of your sessions with, some of these younger guys that you work with. He like, this niggas don't be coming over here like you. He's like, you come over here, you got stuff prepared, you got your song written out. He's like, these guys come over here, they mumble some stuff. They punch in, and they going off the top of their head. So so it is a difference.
Yeah, there's something to be said about all of it. I think as artists, I don't ever take away from anybody's creativity because it takes a certain person to do that kind of shit anyways. I mean, I can't mumble rap. I couldn't do anything like that. So there is some talent and there's something to be said about any person that does anything like that, new or old, as far as being creative or putting together music or anything of that nature, because I don't think these guys would get wherever they're at now without there being skill, talent, and at least an understanding of music and some intelligence, because you can't just make that shit up. I mean, you can,
Yeah.
but your longevity is going to be nowhere.
And their work
Yeah.
ethic is
And the work ethic as well.
is up there.
Yeah, so I mean,
Also want to mention Lil Baby.
Oh yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
for sure.
definitely.
I think he's emerging though out of, I hate to say this, but like, how they're grouped together, right? You've got those, you got the mumble, then you got the okay. Like I feel like he's kind of transcending that. You know what I'm saying? Like
most definitely.
he's starting to be the one that everybody mentions now.
Yeah, and I was on him from the rip. That's another one my oldest
Yeah.
son put me on with, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, this boy's dope, you know what I'm saying? And again, from his his first project up to now, it's just growth. And that's for me, that's what you should, as an artist, that's what it's gotta be. My first project was called Lazaretto. I dropped that in 2021. If you listen to Lazaretto, my second album was called Flowzart, and then you listen to my third album, De La Rain, you're gonna hear that as well. There was also progression with me, and that's what it should be. But he's somebody from this era that definitely has been an influence for me.
Yeah, tell us about De La Rain. Tell us about that album in particular.
So
That's the
De La
album that
Rain,
you just recently dropped that one.
yeah, that's the album that's out now. De La Rain, my mother's name is Lorraine. And so I kind of wanted to play off that De La Soul, kind of name. So that's why I titled it De La Rain. You got I got 10 joints on there. And The first track is called The Jerk, which is produced by DJ Shakim. That's New Edition's DJ. He's down here, right out here where I'm at. He and I got cool, you know what I'm saying? So, he shot me a joint. And that song is the introduction song of the album. It's pretty much me being super transparent about, moments in my life where I behaved like a jerk.
Right.
And I can talk about that stuff now and recognize that my behavior at that time wasn't, what it should have been, and how I've learned since then. And so that's on there. The second song on there is 98 Pun that you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
and it came across. That's my contribution to just paying my respect to Pun and wanting to play off of those flow patterns. So
Dope
first song.
wordplay, by the way. Dope ass wordplay, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So like I said, first song is the introduction song of who I am. Second song is me kind of showing some of my skill set, and showing respect. Third record on there is the Trappy record, like I was telling you. It's called They Don't Know. And De La Rain is just a compilation of records that I put together. There's no features on there. It's all me. I wanted to do that for when we had these not arguments, when we had these discussions about, top 5 or top 10 and why I don't feel like certain people should be in certain places. And I spoke to y'all about how I feel about Andre 3000. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Well, I can't be in that. I can't have that argument if I don't have a body of work myself where it's just me on it.
Right.
Just a full rap album of just me, because that's a whole nother discussion we can have about different artists, right? Well, they ain't no good unless they feature with such and such. You know what I'm saying? So this is what De La Rain is. De La Rain is just me doing some storytelling, being transparent, sharing some emotions. There's a record on there dedicated to my dad who's no longer here. I wanted to do that because we don't have records like that. We
Right.
got a bunch of records that put a spotlight on the mothers. And there are, what I learned, there are a lot of records out there that's putting the spotlight on fathers, but they don't really get recognized, and you don't hear these records.
Right.
You always hear records dedicated towards moms. And so I wanted to do a dedication record towards my father that I felt like not only was me telling my dad that I love him and that I miss him, but it also was giving people the opportunity to listen to it and say, you know what, I remember this about my dad too,
Right.
and whether he was there or not, the individual, they'll go through those things, but it was just one of them records that I felt like needed to be made.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, there's another joint on there, 12 Ways to Love You, where I'm, it's pretty much it's a dedication to my wife, and I'm talking about, the different ways that I will love her and the different things that I do for her to express and show my love for her.
Right. That's a dope song too, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Got a record on there, Pink House Party, and I kind of took it back to I wanted to do Pink House Party to.
What is that
remind
video
people-
footage? Is that video? Are you in that video footage? That old ass video footage in there? In the video?
Of what? For
Pink
what?
House. Pink House Party.
There's no video for that yet.
Somebody
I did a
made a
reel
video. There's a video that has that music. This has Pink House Party, and then it has like it looks like something that transferred from a old VHS. Motherfuckers on stage and doing shit and.
All right. Okay. All right. Cool. So let me tell you about that. So I took my man Big E. I don't know if he's still in the chat. Eric Taylor.
Yeah, I don't see him in there, but he may be.
All right. So we from Jersey. Jersey was crazy and still is a crazy big house music scene in New Jersey.
Oh, so Pink
right,
House
yeah.
from Chicago.
Say it again.
Pink, you talking about Pink House from Chicago?
No. So we
He's
had
got
a
a
Pink
song
House
called Pink House Party.
I got a song called Pink House Party, but it's about a pink house that we had in Linden, New Jersey, where we used to go to house parties at. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But at the time, we was listening to a lot of club house music mixed with hip hop. So y'all know there was a genre called hip house at a time. That different artists was able to get into. So Pink House Party was my wanting to remind people of not only that genre of music, but that time that we were, partying and we were young, dancing to that music. Now, what you talking about? You said you saw the clip. where it looked like somebody took something from a VHS tape and it
Yeah,
looked like
yeah.
it was at a club, right? All right, so cool. My man Eric Taylor, y'all know that song "Follow Me," the house record, club record. Follow me,
Yep.
Oh
why
yeah,
don't
yeah.
you follow me? All right, so the other brother that's in the chat right now, Tory Smith, his
He's
brother
right there. He
Kyle,
said follow. Yeah, he just put up follow me. Yeah.
right? His brother Kyle Smith made that record "Follow Me."
Oh,
Oh,
word.
okay.
Okay.
Now check this out. The footage that you see from that is the name of the group that recorded that record. The name was Elias. When Follow Me came out in, I think that was 91,
Yeah. Sound about right.
we used to all we was all up in
I
the
was in
club.
Switzerland, so I don't
We
know.
was all in the clubs. We was at Club Zanzibar in Newark, if you remember that, right? And they performed there, and my man Big E, Eric Taylor, he would always record all of their performances, man. And he put together the only video for that record, Follow Me. So I went
Okay.
on YouTube and I went and jacked it, and then I took it and put a little clip together with the music, man.
Because I was
So
like, I thought to myself, I was like, is he up his Jay up in that motherfucker
you know
somewhere?
what?
I'm looking at the shit.
Heat, I am up in that video, bro.
Are you? So I'm gonna have to take a closer look. I'm gonna have to re-examine the
Yeah,
evidence.
yeah. I am up in that video. That was a
That's
long
crazy.
time ago.
We got
That's what's up.
We got a DJ from here that passed away. Named Pink House.
That's dope. May Allah be pleased with him. That's dope, though.
Tory
you know?
Tory Smith says 92. 92. I was just coming back from Switzerland. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
Now, the big burning
De La
question-
Reign is, I was gonna say, just De La Reign is just a compilation of me, just me giving y'all, myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you heard that, man. Go out there and cop De La Reign, man. For real, for real. It's a dope ass album. Dope ass album.
Thank you, brother.
The big burning question is though, what's the drill with the fucking bucket hats? Because look, I've seen a lot of dope ass bucket hats, but you got all bucket hats. Damn.
I got a few of them in my Amazon.
Yeah, that's part of my persona, man. I love my buckets, man. I'm a low head, and I love my bucket hats, man. They fit me better than the fitted hat, the fitted caps that you got on, Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
I actually like bucket hats a lot. That's why I'm saying you have some that I ain't never even seen before. But
Yeah.
thing is, every time I wear one, everybody in my family thinks I've lost my fucking mind. Why? I don't know. They just like, oh, you're putting that on again? Oh, okay. And I just, I don't know, man. So I just,
I got
grab a snapback or something.
my dad was a hat guy, man, and so I guess that's something I got from him. So I got my collection of buckets, man, and gave some away to my sons, but I still got a nice collection that I'm adding on to.
That's what's up. But we're at another section of the show. And
Trying to dust off that mic.
yeah, just dusting off the mic a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping, I shouldn't have to hope, because an MC of your caliber should have bars on deck.
I sure do hope you don't have to hope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? After all that fucking talk, after you know what I'm saying, foreplaying us up to death, and now you got to show and prove now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Can we get a hot 3 bars about you?
Nah, bro, I don't do that, bro.
Look.
I don't do that.
See, you done broke Nash Vino's heart.
Don't-
She is
I
not gonna
probably-
forget this shit. She's gonna call me tomorrow and be like, so what the fuck was up with your mans? And I'm like, hey man, he didn't want to rap. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
don't freestyle. His style ain't for free.
Yeah, I don't do
You
that.
gotta respect that.
Hey man, I respect it.
I guess it wasn't in the budget.
It wasn't in the budget. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the budget. Shit, we can't do it if it ain't in the budget. But yeah, go out there and get that De La Reign album. Shit's dope. We stand by that over here, man. I think we just found a new friend of the show, man. A homie of the show. We got a thing
I
called
agree.
Homie of the Show.
Yes, I agree with that.
And we just adopted you, man, as a homie of the show. That means we're gonna keep that link. You can use that link no matter who we interview, and anytime you want to hop in and jump in the conversation, man, you are a homie of the show, and you can hop in that motherfucker anytime, anywhere, any place.
I think you'd be real good in hopping in to check in a time or two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
absolutely.
definitely.
I would love to do that. I would love to chime in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got great energy. You know what I'm saying? It's dope.
Thank
dope
you.
energy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much, man.
I love y'all setting. You know what I'm saying? This is dope, man.
This is what happens when you invest in self.
Yes, we appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least dig in the trash, dust some shit off, and then hang it up on the wall.
Hey,
You got to do what you got to do.
it
No
You know
doubt.
what I'm saying?
It worked for Sanford and Son.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, so to speak.
Trash is another podcast treasure.
Okay.
I heard that. The engineer. All right.
Shit. Can we get some outro music? Nah, man, hold on. You don't know what I'm doing, man. I just need outro music, bro.
Yo, Heat, I don't understand how you ain't playing none of my joints for the outro music. I don't understand that.
I ain't want to
I
say
don't
nothing.
understand that.
I ain't want to say nothing because
Okay, here's
I'm
the thing.
always the problem. I ain't want to say.
Here's
I
the
wasn't
thing.
gonna say nothing.
I don't understand how we ain't listen to at least one joint and talk about it. But you know,
Here's the thing.
maybe another time. You know.
No. Here's the thing. I had it all set up, and I was ready. You know what I'm saying? Because unlike some people, I actually do my homework. And as I was set up and ready to go, somebody said, I know we ain't finna play that music right now because we got to get to know him first because there was no information about him. So I was
She
like,
didn't
all
say
right,
that.
well,
She didn't say that.
she said something similar.
No.
She said, from what I can recall, I know what I heard. You know what I'm saying? I know what the fuck I heard. So we'll just, you know.
That's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Nah, I got you, man. To be honest with you, man, the show was going so goddamn good, man. To be quite frank, I didn't even think about it for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I really legitimately could have just easily thrown it up, and but this has literally been a dope ass interview for real.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You got the big ass unwrapped screen. You could have put the 98 pump video back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
And then get flagged by fucking YouTube. What are you trying to shut us down, bro?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's true.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Nah. I got you though, because we definitely bringing you back. There is no doubt about that. That is a motherfucking given.
And he don't want to hit some beats too, man. You gotta shoot me a little pack, bro. See what we can do.
Hold on, what am I got over here? Man, I might have a little.
Yeah, you got send me a little three,
Can you hear something?
piece. Let's see.
Can you hear
Put
that?
something-
Can you hear it?
I can. Yeah, send that over.
Huh?
Send that over.
Just send that over.
Send it over.
Yeah.
I ain't even done with that one. I just made that one today.
Well, keep in mind, bro.
No, I got you. Listen, if you think we weren't having this conversation after the fact, you're crazy. Yeah, most definitely, man. I got you. Yeah, we gonna talk, man. We definitely gonna talk. I don't know how much time you got after the show's over with, but we definitely can talk. I ain't got nothing but time. My family loves it when I'm in the basement and not around. So
Yeah.
It was a great conversation.
yeah, dope as fuck,
absolutely.
man.
Great conversation.
And I honestly look forward to talking with you more, man. Chopping it up with you, bro. And let's exchange some ideas, man. Let's get it cracking, man. I'm always game. 100%.
Let's do it. Let's say what you say. I like in the shot right y'all on the south side.
Yes, sir. Well, I am.
I got out there, man. I need to get out there and visit. Maybe that's something we talk about too.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, man, that would be even doper. Like if you come out here and visit, we'll have you in studio, which would be even doper. The energy is way more crazier in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Well, yeah, Glenn said, "Wow, kick 3 bars barbershop." I don't know what that means.
That's my OG right there. That's you've been calling me barbershop since I was like a little younger dude. That's my OG. That's family right there.
All right. Tori Smith says, "Dope vibes, man. We appreciate everybody, but I think everybody forgetting one damn thing right there. You see it right there? Like, subscribe,
Please.
and hit that notification button." But give me that outro music. Unless you got something to say, engineer. I think you're dying to say. Turn your mic up a little bit.
Yeah, y'all forgot to ask him about his info.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oops. Our bad.
No, you're bad. His bad, not mine. I'm on point. Stop playing with me.
I don't think I've ever been as tired of you as I am right now.
You'll be over it by tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Trust me.
I'm sure.
Who's the engineer? That nigga sounds sluggish.
Hey, we don't even know he hacks into our shit.
I'm not even here.
You asked
He's not even here.
You asked him a question. He said, "Yeah, you got it."
I think he thinks he's Barry White too, because I think there's some shit going on between the engineer and my
That
co-host.
nigga's tired, bro.
He probably high as shit.
Hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
He probably is high as a kite.
Probably high in the motherfucker right now. We had a camera on him one time. He said, turn that camera off. I'm in the old lady's basement. And I was like, oh shit, all right. But tell the people how they can find you, bro. Tell them how they can find you and how they can cop all that dopeness.
So Instagram at J.SCOTT the illest.
Okay, wait a minute. Gotta stop you right there. We got
follow back.
Bro.
Done.
I gotta stop you right there, bro, because we got some slow ass motherfuckers out there. I say it all the time. You gotta say that shit slow.
It's at J.
He literally slowed down.
The illest. DAILLEST. J.SCOTT the illest. Follow me, I will follow you back. That's how we get it done. And the album De La Rain is available on all streaming platforms.
You heard the man. All streaming platforms. And he also said, check him out. J.SCOTT the illest. And that's everywhere, ain't it?
Everywhere, brother.
Everywhere. Instagram, your Facebooks, your YouTubes, your Twitters, your everythings. You find him. Listen. This has been amazing. Yo. Hey. This has been a wrap, baby. A wrap, baby.
Shout out to J.SCOTT.
J.SCOTT was in the motherfucking building.
Amazing conversation.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back at it like crack addicts next motherfucking Friday. You knew it. At 8:30. That's Chicago time, dummy. Yo. Shout out to my man J.SCOTT the illest, man. An amazing motherfucking interview. If you don't go cop his shit, something wrong with you. Real talk, something really wrong with you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we about to end this. We about this bitch. Y'all stay safe. Peace. And peace.